today are both current serving and retired California police officers and Earth Keepers, and also from out of state who come in to help, like John Carrigan, our tactical team lead, all the way from Missouri. They are here to do the job of the police. If the police stand down, we stand up. And it took a combined force of us, the 3%ers, the bikers, American Civil Defense, the Proud Boys, Kyle Chapman and his men, all together. On April 15th, this park was secure. Not one hair on the head of any speaker was harmed. Lord Southern, Pretty Pettibone, all the rest were safe in this park thanks to you. We hope today to see the Berkeley PD bring their A game. So far, they've done a pretty good job. On April 15th, we gave them a C+. March the 4th, they got an F. So they're getting better each time. So support them in standing up and doing what's right. And when they do, you must be prepared to protect them. Because guess who are the cop killers? Who wants to kill the police too? You know who they are. They're right up the street. They're black vests. And these officers know it. That's why they turn their backs to us and watch out for the other guys. They know that we've got their back. On UC Berkeley, I hear of 1,000 college Republicans. I have to ask, why aren't they standing up for themselves? Are they not men? Where are they? So I encourage them to learn to fight. If that's what it takes, learn to fight. Go take jiu-jitsu, go box, learn how to fight. Because of what we see on that campus, Earth Keepers will be starting a student chapter right there on UC Berkeley. We're going to go find the veterans.
Check to make sure Nazi German scientists and soldiers didn't get to come here and be part of it.
Do you really think Trump cares about you? Absolutely.
About what?
Do you lock your door? Do you lock your door? I'm asking, do you
lock your door?
It's about letting people into your space. You don't know where they are.
But they were here first. Yeah, because you got a house.
What?
Do I lock my door?
Why do you lock your door?
Wrong with
Why do you
that?
lock your door?
Yeah,
Why do you lock
false
your door?
equivalency, man.
This is a false argument from a
Apples and oranges have no
I don't want
So
any.
there's no difference between the U.S. and Mexico.
Yeah.
Lock your door.
Wait, no,
because you care
about
about
going off on a tangent.
The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo maintains that this is Mexican land. That was a treaty. Oh, really?
Do you care about your family?
And what is a treaty?
Do you care about your family?
Yeah, mi familia is being deported.
Well,
Is that their fault? A DACA
Are they
student who's
here?
here to achieve their dreams was deported. Do you care about that? Does that mean anything
Why
to
was
you?
he deported?
why was he deported?
Because apparently he's not here the way white people want them to be here.
I'm sorry, there was rules. They gave him the DACA thing. All he had to do was not come and go, and he
Okay,
did
so
some several
how do you
times.
break and
He
not
had broken the law several
Okay.
times.
Okay.
Are you talking about the one that has 2 DUIs?
No, I'm not.
Crossing into a
How about a mother whose children are now stuck here?
What
So how do you
happens if I
feel?
go to-
How do you feel?
If I go to Mexico?
How do you feel about?
What happens if I go to Mexico and I take my tools and I go down and I start doing.
No, I was talking to her originally. We can have a conversation. This is what this event is about.
And I'll be put in jail. Because Mexico does not. What is Mexico doing to the immigrants that are coming from South America? To the line, they are
Immigrants
trying
were
to
the
defend
problem.
their southern border as well.
Doesn't make
Immigrants
it
were really
right.
the problem. Then you need to check your history.
On either
and go
way,
back
it doesn't
to the
make it
first
right.
illegal immigrants that came here, which were white people.
Focus on fixing Mexico so people didn't have to.
But you realize how interconnected that is with the World Bank and the IMF and
We
NAFTA?
sell guns to them every single
Like, the
day.
only reason America is so great and our standard of living so good is because we live off the backs of other countries.
You need to understand
Like, the
how
only-
this country was
Actually,
built.
I think that the reason America is considered so great is because our founding fathers, who were not perfect, created an environment where we could evolve to the place where we realize that slavery is not acceptable.
But genocide
to
is.
where women are actually people and have rights and get to have a say in things.
Unless they're
Vote for a
indigenous.
man that grabbed them by the pussy without their consent. It doesn't have to do with his politics. It has to do with who he is as a human being, though.
That's true.
How would you feel if that happened to your daughter or your sister or your mother?
It's awful. It's a crime.
Yeah, so why would you support him?
He's literally a rapist. Sexual.
Who is the alternative?
The alternative?
Do you believe that the Clinton family is a better supporter of women? Do you think that she is less racist when she just
Unfortunately, we live in a political ideology at this time where two-party yes, it's the lesser of evils, right? Right? That's where we're at right now. But we have just elected someone that legitimately believes that I am lesser than you, I am a woman, and that I'm an expert. And has profited off poor white people's hope.
Yeah, that's what's fucked up.
It's called a psychological wage, W.E.B. Du Bois. He wants you guys to feel like we're competing against each other. The biggest thing they fear is us being in solidarity with each other. You
Why
know
can't
that?
we be in solidarity?
Because this man he won the campaign off dividing us.
What?
Because he wanted to complain off the dividing us.
He did.
Why are we
I know, it's funny,
The
right?
divisions that he makes.
No, it's okay. You walk around open with that hat on. We'll see who's laughing. Oh, are you laughing?
I actually did today.
It was a good time.
No, I'm letting you know that when you're mocking me, when I'm expressing something I'm passionate about, it's an act of somewhat of mocking.
I'm laughing because you're fake news.
Because I'm fake news.
Where's your tinfoil hat? Your tinfoil hat.
I'm fake news. But you wouldn't support What's fake news is that you were here first. That's fake.
There was actually intelligent conversation happening before you got here.
Yeah, there
You two were actually
You're
having
just
intelligent
laughing at me, right?
conversation.
Because I'm a woman.
And we're both making good points.
Oh, now it's about sex.
I don't know. What is it about?
Why are you laughing at
I
her?
was watching a debate.
Yeah, you're laughing at me.
Continue.
I'm not
so
going to
funny?
continue while you're laughing at me. You can go look in the mirror and laugh at your fucking self.
That's a trigger.
Why are you shaking?
Why am I what? Because I'm pissed. That's why.
Can I ask you something?
I've been going through this a long time.
Can I ask you something? I'm not with the rally. I'm not a Trump supporter. But you were just talking about unity. You guys come up and called them terrorists and insulted them.
I didn't call them
You did.
terrorists.
Yes, you did.
No, I said they dressed
Yes,
like
you did.
terrorists.
Yes, you
I
did.
said
I
they
heard you.
dressed like terrorists.
So you told them they were dressed like terrorists.
Yeah.
This
I
guy came up
really
to have a
Don't wear
conversation.
shields, they wear bombs.
This guy came up to have a conversation, and then
No,
you
last
guys
time I
said
did
about
wear-
It's called satire, intelligent satire, as in the same way that the far right calls the Antifa leftist terrorists.
Yeah.
Sell it, but they ever they call them.
bombs
So
at
say,
us.
why doesn't that apply to
Right.
people who show up in gear?
Right, I'm not talking about that. What I'm
Defensive
talking about
items,
is
not offensive
you guys
items.
coming up here, not you specifically, but she mentioned unity. But you can't come up to somebody and make fun of them and expect to be unified.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be unified with them. I was trying to critique their points.
Well, she was.
Hey, that's that Daisy. What's that? That flower.
What flower?
It's that Daisy.
What?
I didn't call you.
What is flower?
We brought everything that we brought with defensive. The first time I came here, I didn't bring anything at all.
How do you feel about Richard Spencer supporting you? How do you feel about Nazis?
Richard Spencer doesn't
About
support Trump.
Nazis,
Steve Bannon.
awful.
I've actually interviewed him twice.
The one thing I like about Steve Bannon
He's
is
actually
he wants to
been.
make the state smaller.
No one here
And I'm
would not
totally for that. It's military.
So I actually
guys
interviewed Richard
talk
Spencer
about-
twice. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of his opinions. I'm not. I think he's actually. By definition, he actually told me some things. But he also told me that he felt Trump was soft, and he didn't like it,
So why would
and
you
felt
want
that
power that
a lot of these Trump supporters were being delayed, and he would follow through on this.
Trump is the establishment.
Why am I?
Like, did you guys support Obama?
I hope.
No.
Hell no.
Okay, that's fair.
No, the system is
Liberal,
very
yeah,
corrupt.
hell no.
But you elected a man on the false pretense that he was somehow not part of the establishment. This man is baptized in the blood and sweat of Wall Street. Please, know that.
Donald
Know
Trump
that.
never killed anyone. Hillary Clinton's killed.
I'm not talking
We're not
about killing.
promoting. We're not.
I'm not, just because I'm anti-Trump doesn't mean I'm pro-Clinton, though. That's a false argument. That's a false pretense that you have.
Okay, I'll accept that, but I don't think Donald Trump, until he became president, killed anyone. It's the government that kills people. And to be fair, including Donald Trump, he did bomb Syria.
Look, I'm not going to change your mind. All I know is that when you come to Berkeley, to people that are LGBTQ,
I'm gay, and I went here.
Okay, and
as a high school
Mexican,
student.
and Mexican.
Oh, do you
black.
win the oppression argument here?
Oh, the
He
oppression
won.
argument, right.
This is my home. This is my home. These are my people.
Okay, and likewise for all of us.
Absolutely, you're right.
Right,
So
right.
let's at least agree that what we want to do is win the argument, not the war. We don't want to hurt each other. We don't want to hit each other. We don't want to throw explosives at
You
each
voted for a
other.
man that hurts.
And you can make that argument.
No, it's not an argument. It's a reality. It's a reality, Anna.
Well, okay, fine. You can make that argument, but don't bring bombs. Don't bring sticks. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not bringing bombs and sticks.
That's great. But I have far more respect for you right now than people who do. So thank you for showing up unarmed. That's awesome.
I mean, if you think it's ridiculous that I look this way, I do look ridiculous. I've never worn a batting helmet. I've never had a riot shield in my life. I've never felt that I had to have these things to express myself. And the first time I came here, I gave the city and the people who oppose my ideology the benefit of the doubt. And they bear maced me. They threw a water bottle at the back of my head when I wasn't looking. They beat me. They did $1,300 worth of property destruction.
It's not.
That's no excuse for
It doesn't excuse violence.
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. No, I know it might sound like that to you, but people are angry. I think you can understand that, right? When people have been oppressed,
We were angry for 8 years, and I didn't beat any Obama supporters.
800 years. 800 years.
10 minutes or so.
5 minutes, 24 years of colonization, man.
Who's we? Who's we? Who's we angry?
American Indian people, Mescalero Apache, Mexican.
So what do you think you need to do to improve your life so you don't have to be angry anymore? What do you have to do?
We have to completely overthrow the white capitalist patriarchal supremacy that we live in. Completely. No, the politically correct, right? PC, right?
What would that look like? How would you do
What would
that?
that look like?
How would you do that? What would it look
That
like?
looks like freedom.
Why are you blaming all white people and all men? You're saying it's the white system.
No, it's a structure. It's not white people.
We just had a black man that was the president, and
That
you're calling
doesn't
it the
mean
white
anything,
system.
though. That doesn't mean anything.
What
That's
about
one
Marine Le
instance.
Pen? What about Marine Le Pen?
She's
How does that not
fucking
mean anything?
fascist.
How can you say patriarchy when she is that candidate?
Just because a woman is running for something doesn't mean the overall system isn't patriarchal.
So how
Just
would you
because a
identify
black man
with
is in office doesn't mean racism doesn't exist. You guys are looking at micro instances. Yes, you do.
I believe racism exists. Denying the existence of racism would be ridiculous. I think there's lots of racism against all people, white people, black people, everyone. Particularly white people, especially on campuses.
What's the
Racism
opposite?
against white
Oh
people.
yeah, you just saw people blocking white people from going to classes. That's Berkeley.
That's not racism.
How is that not racism? Saying you can't go to class because of your skin color?
That's not
How is that not
racism.
racism?
Because you benefit from the